What's up, guys? This is the Too Young Podcast. I'm your host, Cody, and today I just want to talk about some more wrestling. I know. Go ahead and laugh. Go ahead, get it out. But no, guys, I just want to talk about all the big storylines heading into Backlash. Kind of give my predictions as well, but just overall go in depth more about all the storylines going into Backlash. Back-to-back days with a podcast. Yes, sir, gentlemen. And once again, hey, we're going to keep that train rolling on the WWE, boys. Like I said in the intro, today I want to dive kind of deeper into how wrestling is looking, specifically WWE. For those that don't know, this weekend is Backlash. It is the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania, and with that, there's a whole bunch of questions is probably the best way to put it. We already have grumblings about Cody Rhodes being champ, which I mean I can kind of see why. I mean, Roman did hold that bitch 3 years, held that bitch down in his basement, from what it seems like, for damn near forever. So people are, already upset about that, how, Cody's boring and all that. I digress, but we're going to dive more into that later. There's also questions, speaking of Roman Reigns, about the bloodline too. Solo's been going kind of crazy here lately. They got another Samoan now. I believe it's one of their cousins or something like that. And then I believe Umaga's son is going to come into the mix soon, but there's been no rumors about that. But he is coming to the WWE very soon. But there's questions with the bloodline, and how even The Rock can come into play here, in which I think he will. So really two big questions concerning Roman Reigns. Also about, since Seth's gone, the Judgment Day, are they gonna fall apart? Hey, spoiler alert here. I'm a big Finn Balor fan. Well, Penn Balor, as he's been nicknamed. But I would love to see the Judgment Day fall. I mean, just personally, and I would just love to see Finn get his flowers, but like I said, we're gonna go kind of deep into that later on. Moving on here, another thing, Sammy. Is it a hot take to say that he should not be the IC champion? I mean, hey, I'm gonna get into that later as well. But it's just some little questions there, Oh, moving on. We got Drew and CM Punk's bullshit. Yeah, we basically got an old man beefing with a fucking troll. So, I'm gonna get into that as well, boys. But starting off, I think we should start with the new head of the table. Cody Rhodes did beat Roman Reigns at Mania. He finally finished the damn story. And he's a new champ now. My first reactions when I saw that ending, like I said, I just think that shit was an in-game match. Not even a match. It was like it's like a time and space. I don't even know how to explain it, It's just like, it happened. It's like, damn. But definitely made history that night. But, of course, rolling right into the next thing, though, who was going to be his first opponent? Now, I believe it's AJ Styles, in which I think everybody and their mama knows for a fact Cody's not losing that bitch in his first title defense. I personally think he's going to have a nice little long title run with that belt. But AJ Styles up first. I mean, at this point, AJ's just there for the money. I mean, no offense to him. He's a great wrestler. He's definitely on my top 10-ish, top 12, top 11-ish wrestlers, like, in the ring. So, but, yeah, Cody's going to win. Going forward, though, I really want to see him fight Gunther, honestly. I think Gunther made that IC title what it is today. Um, and I think that he deserves to be pushed, have his little. I think he should turn heel fully, of course, and kind of just go that way. Like maybe not, okay, maybe he doesn't have to beat Cody, but then make him go for the heavyweight belt, for Damian Priest as well. I just think that Gunther is probably on that high trajectory, and that's why I think him and Cody will be a special match. Possibly, I don't know if they would do it at Mania. I would probably say maybe like the Rumble, possibly Money in the Bank. But I think that's kind of in Cody's future. I also see the Viper, Randy Orton. He helped Cody his way up, like move his way up in the company. So I can definitely see him and Randy, kind of going full circle, if you will. And with the whole boring champ talk, I personally think that everybody's kind of overreacting. I mean, I also do like now that they're letting the wrestlers actually cuss and actually, say some real shit. I do like that it's no longer PG, as we see with Drew McIntyre and fucking CM Punk. But I also think that like Cody just looks like a badass. Like, did y'all not see his fucking entrance? Like, even if you're not a wrestling fan, that entrance was dope as shit. Like, I think right now he probably has the most lit song outside of Trick Williams, or theme song, intro, if you will, like in the game. So I don't get the boring aspect of it. I mean, I say let's give him a couple months, a couple pay-per-views, get into some good storylines, because I mean, I do think Roman's coming back eventually. Hell, The Rock's even probably going to get a crack at it. So, let's just let Cody enjoy this little moment, and let's just see how it goes. Like, I have full faith in Triple H right now. That was a great Mania. In my opinion, it was 10 out of 10. There were some kind of overhyped matches, but hey, as I said, I think Triple H knows what he's doing, and I think Cody's gonna have a pretty good run. So, hold your horses, boys. Moving on. Wow, moving on. We got the Bloodline, and the only reason why I say wow is because, good lord, that could this possibly be? Could this possibly be the best storyline of all time? I mean, it's debatable, boys. Just the length itself is just, oh my lord, what, 5 years now running? But as I kind of mentioned earlier, Solo's kind of, thank God, he's kind of actually, he has a character now, folks. He's not just a fucking bully, a Samoan bully, just sitting in the back, just spiking everybody, bro. But he's kind of grown into that his heel, his heel persona pretty good. With Paul Heyman still stressed the fuck out, looking like he's smoking a pack a day, just beating them bitches like a bad habit, bro. But now I believe they signed. I don't know who cousin. My guys, look. I swear I do not know who is who with this. All I know is that they're all related. But they got him on now. Their cousin. They also got. I do know that Umaga's son has been wrestling kind of on like the indies and stuff like that. I do know that he's gonna get signed eventually. Him and the guy they have now are definitely either signed or going to sign here soon. Um, I just see the bloodline storyline expanding tremendously. I see this getting to uh, hopefully Survivor Series. Can't English today. Hopefully by then we can get Team Roman and Team Rock. That's the ideal. But The Rock's still doing his movie shtick. I mean, he can. I guess he can act better than me. But hey, I do not have a six pack, sadly. Maybe got a six pack in the fridge, but I digress. But it could be Team Rock versus Team Roman. Have the original bloodline against the new bloodline. That's where I kind of see this expanding to. The question is, how do we get from there, or how do we get from here to there? I could possibly see them do, like, The Rock comes back and tries to take over the bloodline as the new tribal chief. He then can try and take Cody's title, try to bring it back. With that, though, that could cause Roman to be like, hey, bro, what the fuck, Like, I did have that bitch for 5 years straight. That could then turn into the civil fucking war between the bloodline. Team Rock, Team Roman. But right now, it's slowly building. I do expect, in the end, for Jay and Jimmy to reunite. I do think that the new guys coming in will probably kick Jimmy out. So I do think that that's gonna go full circle as well. And like I said, I think in game, Team Roman, Team Rock, choose your side. I'm going Team Roman with that. Moving on to the other faction. I'm telling y'all boys, I cannot speak today. I'm sorry. Also, I'm trying to keep this unedited as much as possible from now on. Just try to give that realistic, conversation type feel, kind of live feel. But moving on to another faction that it's a Judgment Day. Ever since Damian Priest won Money in the Bank, and then cashed it in, they won the tag titles, but really, like, all they've been known for is Finn getting fucking demolished, the Demon getting buried. Dom, however, has turned into biggest and biggest, hell, both of them, fuck it, the biggest and best heel in the whole damn company. And then Rhea, has just been a dominant champ. Then again, Rhea, I would say her, like, only real competent opponent was probably Becky Lynch at Mania, possibly. Like, the women's division is just kind of like the top 4 or 5 women, and then it's like, except for, like, some, like, NXT women, though. But Damian Priest and Finn, what did they do? I mean, okay, tag team belts, like I said, but Finn, I still think to this day that Finn should have won at SummerSlam. I think to this day that was the right move. Super Seth thought otherwise. Hey. But then I was like, well, they just kept on fucking saving his cash in. I was like, well, okay. I mean, I did hate to see it get cashed in on Drew, I will admit, because I do think that he does deserve the right, or, yeah, he damn deserves the right to be champ at Mania, because he did carry the company in 2020. But besides, like, here recently, though, I mean, they just, okay, wow, they beat you up on Raw, but then they got their ass kicked that weekend at the, whenever it fucking matters, That's just who I see the Judgment Day always being. It just, they kick your ass, and then, oh wow, that's cool. And then they get their ass demolished when it matters most. So, But I am liking how it seems like there's kind of some beef going on though now that the Rhea kind of went away. I would love to see Finn Balor turn heel. I mean, not heel, face, duh, but turn face here. Um, I would love to see them face off at SummerSlam potentially. Now, my only gripe with that would be is if they do bring back the Demon, he has to win, bro. Like the Demon is legit 0 and fucking 5 at like the last 5 times he brought that bitch out. Like the the damn aura of the Demon was god tier before this new bullshit started. So, like, being a big Finn Balor fan as I am, I wouldn't mind seeing him lose, but just don't be the Demon, please. Now, on the opposite of that, I would love to see Finn win at least another, heavyweight belt before he retires, But I do like the direction of Damian and Finn having the beef here because I do think it's time for at least one of them to try to get out and do their own solo thing for a little bit, in which I think Finn is very capable of doing. We forget that he was like the highest pick from NXT at that time, and he's also the first Universal Champion. So I think Finn still has one good title run in him. So moving on, speaking of title runs, Sami Zayn is your new IC champion. So going back to the question I asked earlier, do you think he deserves it? I don't know, man. I'll be the first to go out on that branch. I don't know. I was fully shocked that he beat Gunther at Mania. I do think Chad Gable should have finished his story with Gunther. Maybe, I mean, if not at Mania, then SummerSlam or Backlash, but it should have been Chad Gable, in my opinion. I do think, though, that eventually Sammy and Chad Gable will have their title match. I don't know if Chad's going to win the first one, but if they have a rematch, I do think that Chad Gable should win it. I think Chad Gable has earned that right to see how he is as a champion. I mean, the guy is the best fucking wrestler in the game right now, just pure wrestling. Like, he's the Kurt Angle of this generation. Now, what they could do is they could go heel mode on Chad Gable, and then that could lead, because Sammy for some reason is just he's still the damn underdog. He's still like, Sami Zayn is never gonna probably be a heel again, honestly, because he is so over right now. I just think that the best way to get Chad like on that level is to make him heel. Like I said, he'll probably lose the first time, but I think the second time, I think it should be Chad Gable to get that belt. I mean, I'm not a Sammy hater. Like, I do like his character. I like his wrestling. He's very inspiring, like the way like he carries himself and stuff like that. I just think that like right now, like before Mania, Chad Gable was just on a fucking roll, and it seems like at Mania it's just stopped, and it's like, what the fuck, bro? So that, I mean, I'm glad Sammy, like, I am glad to see that Sammy is getting the respect, that he's been deserving this whole time. But at the same time, Chad's kind of like another Sami Zayn in that case, But that's just how I feel about Sammy right now. Now, last but not fucking least, holy shit, dude. These two motherfuckers have been acting like a ex and his girlfriend just broke up, bro. Oh my god, and they're both crazy as fuck. Hey, if y'all know them people, I pray for y'all, okay? We got Drew McIntyre and CM. I'm 50 years old and injured, Punk, boys. Where do I fucking begin? Wow. Let me crack open a cold one real quick, dude. Oh, I'm very surprised that CM Punk kind of chose Drew to beef with first. Cannot speak. And instead of Seth Rollins, I do think that's coming. By the way, though, that has to eventually be the main event right there. Anyway, but bro, like all this petty shit that Drew's been doing, trolling the shit out of him, making those T-shirts. He prayed to God to injure CM Punk. Well, let's face it though, CM Punk has a line of has a history of getting injured. So, but how do y'all feel about it? I think it's just bullshit. Because I mean, look at Drew, look at CM Punk. Don't. The thing I've come to realize about this whole ordeal is Punk is good everywhere else except the wrestling in ring part. Like, I don't know if y'all saw him at the Rumble, but it was. I mean, maybe he was rusty. Maybe it's been a minute. He hasn't gotten back into the swing of things, but I honestly hope Drew claymores his ass at least 3 times and wins, because I'll be honest, I mean, I like CM Punk as, he's a great talker, but right now, it is kind of fucking, I wouldn't say shady, bro. I would just say it is kind of fucked up to come back to a company that you left, we're talking complete shit about, went to AEW, kind of stirred some shit over there, got into a fucking fight backstage with another wrestler that just got leaked recently, and then come back, Seth Rollins fucking hates you, I mean, I do think that like, the shit he said before he left, like the pipe bomb, I do think at the time that was right, but I mean, it didn't happen the way he said, but there's new management now though, bro, like, there's a new fucking feeling, dude, and like, and I think it's bullshit because Drew, who just got fucking beat at Mania, bro, like, he's been he's been saying this whole time about, having his moment. He had his moment for like 4 fucking seconds, dog. Like, and then he got shit on by Damian fucking Priest, dude. The lesbian Undertaker. Like, that's why I think it's bullshit, bro. I hope this feud doesn't last fucking until damn SummerSlam even, bro. Well, we gotta fucking wait, cause they're both fucking injured, bro. Everybody's just injured right now. Just the last little comments about that, though. I do expect Seth's not gonna come back no time soon, probably around Money in the Bankish or so. I do expect Seth to come back into this. Maybe at Mania we get like a triple threat match between them 3. I think timetable wise that might be the best outcome just because of all the injuries and stuff. But I do think that that Seth will get involved in this eventually. So that's my take on that. But Backlash is this weekend, guys. Check it out. I'll try and catch some of the matches. So we can watch and see how Cody Rhodes does. Gonna watch that. I believe Sammy has a match. I don't know who yet though. I don't know who yet. I'm also gonna watch the Jey Uso match and Damian Priest match as well. But drop down in the comments. Tell me y'all's predictions this weekend, and y'all be safe now.